April 24th. Haven't made a video in a while, so get some done here. It's looking pretty clean. Here in the front, I bought a $20 edging tool, and the concrete's never really been edged. The grass was probably growing over about 18 inches in some spots, but a good 12 inches on the regular, all the way down the sidewalk or whatever. But I was able to clean that up, one, for safety, but then, two, it's, use what's been intended by the city. It's just neglect that hasn't been taken care of. But all the way down the beds down there, I planted hen and chick and stone crop all the way around the fence line around the front. So I got that done. I've got all the tree stands out, and I moved a large wag that I had at my house, a female over there. I'm going to make this a full seeding ground or whatever on wagnerianus, and then I'm going to try crossbreeding princeps. I had like 12 swamp grasses right in here. This is the lowest point between me and the neighbor's yard and a couple of these lots. And what I'm doing is put these in for water control. I mean, plus they just aesthetically look better. And then I'll keep that those blackberries down. I weed whacked them all the way down. They had an electrical problem. They actually had to get in here and do some work and fix it or whatnot because it popped out or whatever. But like, I maintain this kind of area. They got a bunch of extra line right there, like 300 feet. And I'm going to call them and see if they can pick it up and stuff. But yeah, I was able to clear that out at my little nursery, and then now I got the square footage there. But pretty stoked. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I'm starting to de-engineer my home. I'm probably going to move here within a couple of years. And when I got about probably 5 tons of rock from my house up to here, and like I said, now that I got the tree stands out, I mean, I can ergonomically pull in. I've been waiting about 6 weeks on my shipping container. I got a shipping container coming that I want to use for storage, or whatnot, for the tractor and equipment, so I don't have to haul it back and forth. I mean, it's a lot of work moving it back and forth. I mean, back in here is where the loading dock's going to eventually be, but it's so muddy and wet right now. I mean, we just had 3 days of a little bit of rain and a bit of sun, and started drying out a bit. But that's when I'll work this back end of the fence over here and then get this done. I got like 6 of those railroad ties. 2 of them got really bad creosote, so I'll probably have to pay to get rid of those. But the other 4, it's cedar wood, and then I'm just going to use it as like a parent tree or whatnot. I'm going to put it in the hillside. I'm going to plant like 4 more wagnerianus over here, and I'll make like 20 that I'll have at this location. That's a lot of wags in one spot. But yeah, my next goal is to get that all picked up over here. But no, it's good because I'm ready for, be it that I can pull in, which is a good thing. I'm not out on the road, so not being a nuisance or burdens on anybody else. And then vice versa, I can actually use my property, which is good. But here's the flags roughly where it's going to be. I mean, I want it over here, the farthest, so I can drive around at this side, but I might move it on the pad a little bit more because I'm not up underneath this other power line or whatnot. But with the greenhouse, I have to get the BPA line is the one that I got to get a permit on, and then hopefully they allow me to build something kind of big and a bigger, at least like I'd say at least a 12-foot tall greenhouse would be nice. It'd be great if it'd be like 16 or 20 feet if they'll allow me to do that, but I don't know what their height allowance and everything else is at this particular point. But came over here today, planted some wags, and then I was leveling off the front over here. I'm going to get a bunch of arborist chips dumped in on the pad up here, and then I'm going to spread it down on this, and then be it that if I can get that permit for the greenhouse, then I'll work the perennials here and then plant them in the greenhouse there. If I got a well over there, then yeah, I'll do watering and everything else. But cool thing is, like, I just got that rock all done. That was all the rock that I I dug out of the out of the property, mid-sized stuff. I got a bunch of big stuff up on the hill over there that I'm going to use for another planter. See, the fun thing was, like, I put these cabbage trees in, ugly as sin and at this particular point, but I mean, they grow nice for 3 or 5 years and then they kind of die back. So just be at this location, they'll never die off, they'll just keep growing, and then I'll just be cutting them. And then as these wags and stuff pop in, I mean, the meds should take off pretty well once they get a little bit of coverage. And I mean, they may die back on their harsher years, but no, got flax grasses in. I put like 4 different kind of ferns at this particular point, but like I said, I got 16 wagnerianus and then 6 princeps at this point. I'm going to see if I can crossbreed over the years or whatnot, but got to keep building this up. I mean, I'm gonna get free rock in here in time. I mean, over the summer here, people always give out stuff for free. They change up the dynamics of their yard or whatever, and that's fine. Somebody else's junk is somebody else's treasure, right? So just a little bit of sweat equity. The good thing is going to be is be able to get the other trailer over here, get the equipment over here, and then then logistically can start storing stuff and using said location. Here's another little project that I got to do. I got to make a little jig to pop these rims off, unseat them, and then use 2 screwdrivers and stuff. And then I'm not too worried about getting rid of the tires quickly. I can pay like $10, I think it's $10 to $20 per tire. But if I wait, I know the city every other year, they get rid of them for free, no amount. Or sometimes they only have like 2 tires. Sometimes it's unlimited. But yeah, I'll probably wait for that. I mean, unless I'm bursting at the seams here and need to get rid of it or whatnot. But yeah, I just figured I'd make a video. I mean, it was in the high, I think it was 96 or low 98 that it took for me to finish everything. But yeah, I mean, it's took in shape. I got about 3/4 of it done. Just got to polish this area. I mean, another one that I'm going to do is Wednesday is our compost or whatnot, right? And these tree stands that I took out, or these tree stumps, I have like 7 of them in different sizes. I'm going to take a chainsaw and cut them down. Then you can throw them in the mulch dumpster, and then the city will take it. I mean, I'm already paying for it, so that's the type of work that I got to do. And then I got a bunch of miscellaneous materials that I had another business owner give me that I'll be able to reuse and then make some planting areas and probably hold some plants and stuff, because some of this pressure treated stuff or whatnot. But yeah, just I got endless work at this particular point. But I mean, the cool thing is it is taking shape. I mean, that's about as big as these wags will get. They'll look really healthy. Yeah, because that's about 15 feet of trunk. A purebred's tendency doesn't really grow over 20 feet tall. I got that one imported almost 20 years ago, and there was a classification error until about 2007, but it was labeled a tequil. I bought it as a tequil with a wholesaler's license, and it's only grown 3 feet in like 20 years because it's a purebred wag that's just kind of old. She's old. I mean, she was in Southern Cali growing up, so she probably grew really quick at first. And then being out in the desert, I mean, they really want a lot of water. And the nursery came out of, I don't believe they're giving it as much water as, said be. I mean, other nurseries, they'll grow them in the shade, Trachycarpus in the shade down south, just because the plants will stretch and grow and they get paid by the trunk foot. But also, it's just so hot. I mean, Trachycarpus, I mean, they can stand some heat, but yeah, if they get hot, woo, it cooks them or whatnot. So it's looking a little bit ugly, got moved. But, I mean, same with that male over there. I mean, I fertilized them pretty well, hopefully get the roots going. The top's looking pretty good, but the bottom ones, you can see all the dead. I mean, there's probably only like 30% cellular life in that thing or whatnot. But, yeah. Again, taking shape. I mean, once I can get the basketball hoop up here too, it'll be kind of fun just to shoot. And just taking a break. I mean, One, to contain the tools so I don't have to pack them up and think about what task I'm trying to do every time. I mean, usually I always forget one tool because I'll think of 5 or 10 different things I'm going to do up here. And then I head up here and then I'm like, ah, oh, dang it, I forgot this or that, you know. But it's always something. But yeah, when you have said tools on location, you don't have to put that much train of thought into, into doing that. But yeah, it's starting to get cloudy now. I mean, we're in for it for a couple more days of rain. I just did some earthworks today because the soils, you know, had 3 days of fairly being dry, and then I could drive on that hill, and then be it that I was able to kind of rough it out a little bit more, and then I brought in rock and it was all bumpy. I didn't level it out because I was trying to level the dirt in and stuff, and be it that I got that done today. There's just a, you know, another little step. I mean, but yeah, again, it's taking shape. A lot of room. That's just how much time do you put in for yourself? Well, another good day. Well, the other thing I learned, instead of buying like a new $700-800 back window, I'm gonna buy one sheet, and then I guess you can actually do a little repair yourself. But if it breaks again in the same window, then you can't you can't do that patch or whatever. But yeah, that way it only cost me like $100 or $150 instead of like $700-800 or whatnot. But yeah, I don't know, it's just an eyesore. Me, I really don't care. Just, you know, if somebody really wants to steal an old truck that, I mean, doesn't really have much in it, it's just more for use for me and all. But you know, people judge by aesthetics essentially a lot of the times. But the funny thing to me is like you know, people look and then they think of you, and I guess the saying goes, what, look like you can't afford a piece of bread when people actually realize you own the bakery. So I mean, I don't really care about it too much. Oh wow, got these rabbits running around now. Like I said, wildlife seems to follow me around here. They're liking all the open yard. All right, well, hey, take it easy, everybody. Like I said, just show a little bit of a video showing the progress. I mean, now I can actually pull up into my property, and hopefully, like I said, I can start storing my tools, and then start getting some other trees up here that, you know, I can start storing, and then I can start working at the other spot. I mean, this last week I opened up the nursery and stuff, and then it was just pouring out the perennials and, you know, the beginning of the upkeeps and stuff. Be it that I'm the person with all the hats on at this point. It's one of the duties that I get to do, but I look forward to it too. Looking forward to the summer. Blessed. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.